It's tempting to think that cancer is something that happens only to other people. And yet it's something that millions of us experience firsthand. In fact, nearly 40% will get cancer someday. That may feel scary, but there's a lot to be hopeful about. More lives are being saved for some forms of the disease. And as many as 42% of new cancers could be stopped before they get started. That number doesn't include certain types of non-fatal skin cancer. But it's still worth celebrating. Also worth celebrating? Making the healthier changes today that can lower your risk. Here are the basics you need to know. And we've got plenty of info on the good for you habits that can help protect you. What is cancer? Cancer is a group of diseases that can affect any part of your body. It happens when abnormal cells grow out of control. Your body is made up of trillions of cells that grow and multiply throughout your life. When your body is functioning normally, old, damaged or abnormal cells die. New cells take their place. Yet there are times when something goes wrong in this process. The cells that are supposed to die don't. That's when cancer starts. These cells start growing out of control and crowding out normal cells. That can make it harder for your body to work properly. Although some cancers stay where they started, others can spread to other parts of your body. What causes cancer? We know cancer is caused by changes within your body's cells. But the real question is this: what caused those cells to change in the first place? That's a more difficult question to answer. And it's especially hard because cancer is many different illnesses, says Francisco A. Garcia Moreno, MD. He chairs the Department of Oncology and Hematology at ProHealth, part of Optum, in New Hyde Park, New York. And those changes can be spurred by many different things. Here are 5 factors linked to cancer. Your genes, your family history plays an important role in your health. If cancer runs in your family, you might have a higher risk of cancer. But it doesn't mean you will get cancer. Your habits, how you live your life, can influence your odds, even if you don't have a family history of cancer. Smoking, eating unhealthy foods, sitting too much and gaining extra weight can make it harder to fight off dangerous cells. Infections, certain viruses, bacteria and other germs can cause cancer. In fact, about 15% to 20% of all cancers worldwide are linked to these causes, according to the American Cancer Society. For instance, human papillomaviruses, a sexually transmitted infection, can cause cervical cancer and cancers in the mouth and throat. Radiation. Cancer can be linked to numerous types of radiation. Radiation is a type of energy. It's produced by the sun and tanning beds, X-rays, and radon. Radon is a radioactive gas. It's colorless and odorless. It can seep into homes or buildings through the foundation. Chemicals. It's hard to stay away from chemicals. They're in household products, the air, soil and even in certain workplaces. But many of them are listed as known and probable cancer causes by global and national organizations. This list includes things like asbestos, benzene and formaldehyde. Cancer requires 2 things to take hold: certain genes and some kind of trigger. Those are usually your lifestyle choices, says Isaiah Arrow, MD. He's the Radiation Oncology Division Chief at ProHealth, part of Optum, in Riverhead, New York. Those factors can either turn on or turn off your genes. And if you're not doing anything to wake up those genes, your risk may be relatively low. What are the risk factors for cancer? A risk factor is something that raises your chances of getting a disease. When it comes to cancer, numerous risk factors have been identified. You can't control all of them, but you can control some. Here are the most common risk factors. Cigarette smoking, second-hand smoke, excess body weight, drinking alcohol, eating red and processed meat, not eating enough fruits and vegetables, fiber and calcium, not getting enough physical activity, sun exposure, certain infections, certain chemicals, exposure to radiation. What lifestyle habits can help lower your risk of cancer? How you live can play a major role in helping reduce your risk of cancer. Only 5% to 10% of all cancer cases are genetic. Here are 6 cancer-fighting habits worth adopting. If you smoke, stop. This is number 1 on Dr. Garcia Moreno's list. Tobacco use causes 1 in 5 deaths in the US every year, according to the ACS. That's why it's called the leading preventable cause of death. Smoking causes 20% of all cancers and 30% of all cancer deaths. What's more, it's linked to 80% of all lung cancers and 80% of all lung cancer deaths. Limit alcohol. The American Institute for Cancer Research, AIC, classifies alcohol as a carcinogen. The group reports that it's been linked to at least 6 different cancers. Dr. Arnold counsels his patients with cancer to cut back or stop drinking. It's especially important for people with breast or prostate cancer. Alcohol doesn't get into anything that's useful for your body, he says. Not drinking is best. But if you are going to drink, stick to no more than 2 drinks a day if you're a man, nor 1 drink a day if you're a woman. Maintain a healthy weight. Extra pounds aren't something many people associate with cancer. In fact, more than half of Americans aren't aware of this fact, according to the AIC. But at least 13 different cancers are linked to weight. Together, they make up 40% of all cancer cases in this country. Eat a plant-based diet. Chalk up another benefit to eating more plants. The AIC recommends eating mainly whole grains, fruits and vegetables. At the same time, it says to eat less sugar and meat. Exercise regularly. Moving more helps you fight off cancer, protect your heart and manage your weight, says Dr. Garcia Moreno. The AIC says to aim for 30 minutes of physical activity 5 times a week. Jumpstart your fitness routine with our 14-day challenge. Protect yourself from the sun. Follow these tips from the Skin Cancer Foundation. Use 2 tablespoons of a non-aerosol broad-spectrum sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher on your entire body 30 minutes before going outside. Add more every 2 hours or after sweating a lot or swimming. Stay indoors or seek shade between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Skip tanning beds. Wear broad-rimmed hats and UV-blocking sunglasses. How is cancer treated? Treatment often depends on the type of cancer you have and how advanced it is. While some people may need only one type of treatment, others may need a combination of treatments. Here are some of the common treatments, according to the National Cancer Institute. Biomarker testing. This is a way to look for genes and other substances so that you and your doctor can choose a cancer treatment. Chemotherapy. This type of medication can kill cancer cells. Hormone therapy. This type of medication blocks certain chemicals in the body, hormones, that help breast and prostate cancer to grow. Hypothermia. In this treatment, your body tissue is heated to 113 F to kill cancer cells. It leaves healthy tissue unharmed. Immunotherapy. This therapy uses parts of a person's own immune system to help fight cancer. Photodynamic therapy. This therapy uses light to turn on the medicine that kills cancer cells. Radiation therapy. This therapy uses radiation to kill cancer cells and shrink tumors. Stem cell transplant. This procedure restores certain cells in your body that have been destroyed by chemotherapy or radiation therapy. surgery, doctors physically remove cancer from your body. Targeted therapy, drugs that work on certain proteins in your body that stop cancer from growing.